Hello everyone and welcome to a chat with the jury. This is the first episode of a series in which we're going to meet all the jury members of Tractor of the Year. And today we're going to meet 5 of the 26 professional journalists that are part of the jury. And in the coming episodes, we're going to meet all the others. So today I would like to welcome Gitana, Kmeziene, Tapio, Vesterinen, Peter Menten, Soren, Moller and Borja, Mendieta. Hello guys.
Hello.
Oh,
Good to see you. So today we're gonna give some insights from your point of view, and we're gonna do that through some very easy questions. So, ladies first, let's start with Gitana. So Gitana, tell us where are you from and something about your magazine.
I am from Lithuania. I represent an agribusiness magazine, Mano Ūkis. In English, it would be My Farm. It is the only agricultural magazine in our country, published since 1995. We also have a website, www.manoukis.lt. The articles are written by us, journalists, and our authors, most of whom are agricultural scientists. The topics are reflected in the magazine sections, such as agricultural economics, crop production, animal husbandry, and machinery. I am the editor of the later section.
All right, thank you, Gitana. So, same question goes to Tapio. Tapio, where are you from and something about your magazine?
hello everyone. I'm from Finland and I come from a magazine called Koneviesti, which would in English mean machine message. And we are the leading magazine. It's a technical magazine for professionals, contractors and farmers working with farming machinery and also heavy construction machinery and forestry machinery. And we have been in business since 1952, so we are about to be 70 years old next year. And we are publishing 18 issues per year, and we have about 25,000 subscribers at the moment. And we make a lot of practical tests for also tractors and farm implements.
All right, thank you, Tapio. Now let's go to Peter Menten. Where are you from and something about your magazine?
Yes, I'm Peter Menten from Belgium. I'm representing 2 magazines, which I have here. Can you see this? One is the Tractor Power. It is towards agriculture, and it's an edition from 11,000 in French and Dutch. And then the other one is Green Tech Power, and it's an edition from 16,000, also French and Dutch.
All right, thank you, Peter. Let's go to Soren Moller. Again, where are you from and something about your magazine?
My name is Soren Moller. I'm from Denmark, and we are doing a magazine called Maskinstation og Landbrugsøer. It's a magazine for farm contractors, large-scale farmers, and farm managers in Denmark and the southern part of Sweden as well.
All right, thank you, Soren. Last but not least, Borja, Mendieta. Where are you from and something about your magazine?
Hello everyone, I come from Spain. I represent to the magazine Agrotecnica. It's a national magazine and we distribute 12,000 units per month. That means 12 issues. And our target really it's medium high level farmers. It's a magazine that the main contents are technicals and for constructors and also for dealers. It's a professional magazine. We don't talk only about the national market. Also, it's a global market. Our information inside.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Borja. So now let's fly back to Lithuania. Let's go back to Gitana. I have a question for you. So just give us some little insights about the farm sector in your country, such as how many farms do you have there, how big is the average farm, and what are the main crops in Lithuania?
Okay, in terms of Lithuanian agriculture, almost 19,000 farms are currently registered in the country, among which mixed farms dominate. They make up 58%. In second place are crop farms, which make up 32%. And in third place are livestock farms. which occupy only 8%. The average farm size is almost 16 hectares. The main crops are wheat and oilseed rape.
All right, thank you, Gitana, for this explanation. And now let's fly to Finland, to Tapio. Same question for you. Some insights about the farm sector in your country.
So the Finnish agriculture is based on grasslands and crops that fit the Nordic climate. We have about 2.3 million hectares of agricultural land, of which a bit more than 1 million hectares are growing crops and about 700,000 hectares are grasslands. And we are quite up north. For example, 80% of Sweden, fields of Sweden are located south from Finland. So Sweden is our nearest neighbor in the west, so that's a big difference. And the main crops here are barley and oats, followed by wheat and rye. And we also grow oil plants and more special plants like caraway, sugar beet and potatoes. And what's a bit exceptional is that the growing season in Finland is short, depending on the area, about 120 to 180 days, and especially in the north, the grass gets most out of it, and that's why financially the most significant sector in Finland is the milk sector, and we are producing annually about 2.3 billion liters of milk. And we have a bit less than 47,000 farms in Finland. The average farm size is about 49 hectares. And we are a country of family farms. Over 80% of the work is done by the farmers and their families. And the average age of a farmer is 53 years. And most of the farms are crop farms. About 26% are livestock farms. And also the forests are a significant source of income also for the farms.
Okay, thank you, Tapio. Now let's fly to Belgium and let's talk to Peter Menten. Peter, tell us something about the farm sector in your country.
Oh, thanks to your question, I had to go into the statistics. Anyway, I've seen that the latest information we have is 2018, and then we had 36,000 companies, so farms. They had 1,330,000 hectares. And when I compare the number of farms towards 1980, so in a period of 40 years almost, it was now the triple that left in the number of companies, but in the number of hectares, we only lost 100,000 hectares. So we could say that the number of hectares is rather stable. It's been stable since 40 years already. The main crops are depending in the south of Belgium. It is wheat, sugar beet, and specialized crops. And in the northern part, it is most of the part is corn and grass, because there you also have the dairy farms. When you see the number of tractors, it is, let's say, going up every year.
Okay, Peter, thank you. Thank you for this explanation. Now let's fly to the south of Europe. Let's go to Spain and let's talk to Borja and Mendieta. So, Borja, give us some insights about the farm sector in Spain.
Well, Fabio, as you know, maybe in Italy happens more or less the same. The agriculture in Spain is very diverse due to the climate. The main crops are dry land, such as wheat, oats, rye, and others such as fruit trees and grapes, vineyards for the production of wine, and olives for the oil. As maybe most of the people knows, we are the main producer of oil in the world, and because of the climate, in Spain we have different sizes of farms. We have around 1 million of farms in Spain and around 800,000 farmers. That means that 50% of the farms have an average of 100 hectares, and the largest around 180 farmers can reach 40,000 hectares. That means depends of the crops and the cultivars could be more bigger or smaller. fields because of olive trees, as you know, needs big extension of field to produce, and grapes and vineyards needs less than olive fields. It's because of the climate. We have different seas around Spain, Mediterranean, Atlantic area, Cantabric, and the climate is very diverse. That's because we need different tractors. The average of horsepower is around 150. Grows a little bit because farms are getting bigger and bigger because most of the cooperatives are taking more fields to produce, and small farmers are leaving because it's impossible to subsist. And nowadays, after the pandemic, the market is growing. We have around 12,000 sales of tractors units per year, and I think that's the best amount of tractors, that best selling tractors that we can have. I think that we can arrive at 15,000. I think, in my opinion, is the real quantity.
Okay, thank you, Borja. And now let's go back to the north of Europe and let's talk to Soren Moller in Denmark.
In Denmark, we have around 33,000 farms, of which close to 10,000 are full-time farms. The area size is around 80 hectares, and we have about 10,000 farms with cattle, milking farms, and we have 2,800 pig farms, where we are quite a big producer in Denmark. About half of our agricultural land is used for crops as wheat and barley, and around 30% are forage crops like maize and grass.
All right, thank you, Soren. Thank you guys for this trip around the north and the south of Europe. Let's fly back to Finland. What I want to ask to Tapio, as part of the jury of Tractor of the Year, you have the chance to see the evolution of tractors. So what do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
Well, that's a good question. In the near future, I'm expecting some new kinds of transmissions with double clutch technology and so on, and some less levers in the cabins. Things are getting more controlled with electricity. But in 10 years, I'm expecting new types of remote controlling systems for the tractors. Also some level of autonomous driving, machine vision, and maybe even newer types of transmissions that include also the use of electricity among diesel. And of course, the autonomous driving and remote control tractors, they need a big changes for the legislation, and also they have a new kind of demands for data things. So I would guess that it demands, for example, 5G network also in the countrysides.
All right, thank you, Tapio. So same question to Peter Menten in Belgium. What do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
More extreme, I mean bigger, and on the other hand, robots. The small tractors, still 50 horsepower, I should expect them by electricity. Every machine will collect data, and there will be more precision agriculture to save on crop protection, pesticides, fertilizers, and so on.
All right, thank you, Peter. So now let's go to Denmark. Again, same question to Soren Moller. How do you think tractors are going to be in 10 years?
As a member of the Turkey jury, it's always interesting to see and follow the technology development of tractors from the front seat row. I think the next 10 years we are going to see much more autonomous tractors, implement carriers and robots in agriculture. I'm sure we're going to see more tractors run by electricity power in the future.
Thank you, Soren. And let's go to Spain. Let's go to Borja. You are also, let's say, a very old jury member. So you have been witnessing the evolution of tractors in all these years. So how do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
Well, Fabio, it's an interesting question, but my college answered most of the best But most of the more important things about the future of farming, they talk about the electricity, of course. They talk about technology, autonomous tractors, drones, of course, talking about how the petition of the agriculture. But I think that all of these things are running very fast, and it's important to form and to teach to the farmers as well at the same time, because the technology is running a lot, and farmers, maybe depends on the country, are not ready for this kind of technology in a short time. But in 10 years, of course, I think that we will continue driving the tractor, because the homologation and some rules we need to change, not only the rules, also the farms, to protect and the security of the farms for the autonomous tractors, and about a lot of small things around that maybe in other countries, in other countries, yes, but in Spain, they need to change slower and step by step, year by year. In 10 years, of course, the future of farming is electricity for small tractors, for special crops, and for big crops like wheat or something like that, or olive trees. Maybe it could be for autonomous tractors, because the future of farming, of course, is the electricity and the connectivity of tractors and machinery in general.
All right, thank you, Borja. So, Gitana, same question for you. As part of the jury, you have the chance to see the evolution of tractor. So, what do you think tractors will be like in 10 years?
I became a member of jury quite recently, only in the second half of 2019. But the evolution and technological development of tractors is really surprising. It's hard to say exactly what tractor will be in 10 years more and 10 years and more years, but they will definitely be more modern, more advanced, more comfortable, more sustainable, and of course smarter, I think.
Okay, thank you, Gitana. I think we all agree that probably in 10 years, technology will play a fundamental role in the evolution of tractors, and as somebody of you said, they will be more extreme. Thank you for this. All right, lovely
Thank you,
chat
guys.
we
Thank
had
you for
today.
your time.
Actually, it was very interesting to have some insights from very different point of views and very different countries from the north to the south of Europe. So here we are. This is the end of the first episode of A Chat with the Jury. So stay tuned to meet all the jury members of Tractor of the Year, and stay tuned to find out all the news about TOTI 2022. Thank you.